Saturday afternoon action in the MAC, a conference flying under the radar no more. Hey everybody, Scott Spreitzer of WagerTalk.com, the one and only Jim Feist of JimFeist.com. You know, Jim, I remember years ago, 15, 20 years ago, doing radio shows, people always asking, I'm a 9-to-5-er, I got my full-time job, I'm working 40, sometimes 50 hours per week. How can I give myself a legitimate shot at beating the point spread? And I always used to say, whether it was college basketball with all those games or college football with all those games, focus on one conference and just focus on that conference. And that'll give you time when you get done with your job every day to be able to really dissect what's going on each and every week. And I used to say, for instance, the MAC, the Mid-American, flying under the radar a little bit. You got a good shot at maybe finding a little bit of information that a lot of people don't have. Not any longer, man. You got Toledo going into SEC country and upsetting Arkansas, now in the AP Top 25. We're talking about Kent State and Toledo, where the Rockets are laying 15 at home, opened up 17. Your thoughts on the MAC, the way betting goes on in the MAC right now, and also this game in particular?
Well, there's no hidden information anymore. The internet has done that. And there, you have offshore books. You've got lines everywhere. You can shop lines. You can see where line movements take place. And if you're really sharp, you can watch the line movements, say, on a Don Best screen or something like that. And you can see where the lines move first each and every week. And sometimes they only move one place first because it's a sharp out. Somebody big and sharp is going in there and making the move. And if you keep your eye on it, but you have to have, you can't have the 8-hour job because you're not going to see that happen. So if you focus on one, and I like that idea, if somebody's a non-professional bettor, that's what they have to do. Sure. They can't look at all the teams. They're not going to be able to keep track. But because the odds maker, the bookmakers, they are keeping on top of it. And if we're going to try to beat them by being part-time at it, for all the teams, you can't do it. When
I came to Vegas, so we're talking 30 years ago now, I was 17 years old. And I grew a beard because I wanted to be able to get to the sports books. That was the reason. Not because I wanted to do clubbing, but because I wanted to be able to pluck my money down at the sports book, whether that's a wise decision or not. And what I did was, in basketball, I focused on the Missouri Valley. That's all I looked at, day in, day out, Missouri Valley Conference, and felt I had an edge there. But just like the MAC, it used to be Brian Leonard was the only guy, our good friend Brian Leonard, who really focused on the MAC week in, week out. He's had great success back then and now, but now it's on everybody's ticket. You listen to contests here in Las Vegas at the Golden Nugget or what have you, and you'll hear guys, every week there's at least one MAC game on a person's contest ticket or on their ticket in general. Listen, this one is my video best bet, and I'm not looking for a shootout here. You've got two offenses that are in the lower half, in fact, in the lower 25 or 30 of college football teams when it comes to generating yardage, generating points. Don't pass the ball real well. Don't run the ball real well. What they do is focus on their stout defenses, and both teams definitely have those. And in particular, Kent State, to me, arguably the class defense of the MAC. I thought 17 when it opened up was too much. I still think 15 is too much, and that is my video best bet this week. I'm taking the points, even at 15, with the Kent State Golden Flashes. We've been outstanding so far this year on our 5% plays, whether it be college football or the NFL. We go back 4 weeks now into week 5 of hitting 71% winners with our 5% releases. Last week we had one. It was in college football. It won easily with Iowa State over Kansas, 38-13, covering the point spread. I've got an underdog this week. It's a rivalry game. It's an afternoon game on Saturday. It is my 5% play, and it's available right now. You can get that by itself, or you can get it as part of the weekend all-access $69 package, college and pro football. You get both Saturday and Sunday for that one price of $69. I'm Scott Spreitzer. He's Jim Feist at JimFeist.com. We got more to come. Stick around.